Where are we? Goodness gracious me. Oh, let's bring you a bit nearer. So, I don't know if you can see me, because not a great deal of light at the minute. And do you know what? I'll put you over there. Is that better? I don't know. So I'm sat in the back of the van, obviously. And I've had a weekend at Sarah's, nice family meal and stuff. I've not done anything. Obviously, I've driven the van to get there, but I've been a little bit overwhelmed with what I need to do, and I don't know what to do first. I think after all the research and stuff, it's going to be the insulation. I think I'm going to whip these bits of wood out of the side to get to the bare metal, and then I need to order some like sound insulation, and then I think it's going to get carpeted. I think that's going to be the first step. What I really wanted to do was just get a mattress and a bucket kind of set up, you know, just get the bare anything. I don't know if you can hear that, it's Gary Mayer cutting some wood, he does that a lot, and just get a bed in and just be like, right, stay overnight in it and see what it's like. But apparently with your breath, it condensates on the metal on the other side of the wood, and then it runs down, and it, you know, you can get rust and moisture and all that. So as much as I'd love to do that, I think I'm going to wait and try and do it properly. I've found a couple of services that do the insulation and the sound deadening and all that kind of thing for you. I'm in two minds whether to do it myself or to get it done properly. So I'm going to do a bit more research on it at the min and see how we get on with it. But I do think taking them bits of wood off the side, especially that side, and just see what's behind it. Obviously there's going to be metal behind it, but I'm not sure if there's like wooden panels, because if you look over there, you've got wooden panels on the back. There's another camera that's I'm filming there. Wooden panel here, one's on the side there. This big one here, that when I took the bulkhead out, I loosened that off, and you can just see there that there's wood behind it. So I'm not entirely sure what the crack is for when you insulate it. Do you take all the, well, obviously you take all the wood off, but then do I put the wood back on and carpet the wood, or do I just carpet directly over the metal? This is why I'm thinking talk to a professional at least. And I found one in the Wirral. I found one in Merseyside, which is where I spend a lot of my time, and the pricing was pretty damn reasonable. I've also got a plastic, like a load liner on the floor, and the roof is just bare metal. You can see that. There's nothing up there at all. Now, a lot of these van jobs have a nice wooden ceiling with like sort of struts across with spotlights in. I quite like the idea of that. But this is the first time I've sat in the back, and there's quite a lot more room than I've not really thought about it. I obviously came in and whipped the bulkhead out, and obviously I knew what van I wanted. I wanted the short wheelbase, because I didn't want to take up too much room on the street, and I wanted it to be, my main criteria was to be a park between the lines in like a supermarket, you know, a normal space, not like a super long wheelbase, super high. So in theory it'll go in a normal car park under the barrier, and it will park in a normal, just in a normal bay. But all that aside, I reckon I could get a double mattress in here. Now, I need your help with this, especially if you've done anything like this before, you've got one or something along those lines. There is three main setups that I'm thinking about for the bed. So you've got number one, the rock and roller bed, which is effectively a normal seat at the back of the van, and then it sort of, you imagine just like a three-seater or a two-seater, I don't know why I'm doing it that way, and it folds straight. So you'd have extra seats with seat belts at the back, then it would fold straight and then turn into a bed. So that's one. Number two is have like a 3/4 bed down the driver's side, then have kitchen units. Oh, by the way, with the rock and roller stuff, I would have something behind the seats slashed to the front, on the non-sliding door side. There's only one sliding door, the other side doesn't have a sliding door, so it's just a fixed wall. So there's a sort of nearly a double bed, but you would have the bed off to one side and you would have units on the other side. And then the third setup, which is the one I think I'm most interested in, at the moment is like a U setup. So imagine a bench seat down the left, one across the back and one up the other side. Obviously still having the units at the non-sliding door side. I do think that I want to have a fridge, a coffee machine, an induction hob. That's it. So I am obviously going to power everything electrically, but I don't want a sink, I don't want running water, I don't want a toilet, I don't want any of that stuff. I'm either going to be in a campsite, I'm going to be somewhere in the wilds where I can survive, do you know what I mean? So I don't want any plumbing, any water, because I just feel that water can go off, it can leak, it can get mould in it. I just think bottles of water, somewhere to stash them, jobs are good, and that's all it needs really. And somewhere to cook and somewhere to sleep. So bare essentials. Doesn't need to be crazy, but the more I think about it, the more expensive it sounds, because there's just all these bits that I'm thinking, I want this, I want that, I want the other. But the bed obviously is the main feature, and I'm definitely going to get it. But I just need to do a bit more research. So if you have got one, or have done one, or have done a build, and you've got some opinions on what makes the most sense, what works the best, I just think the U makes the most use out of the space. Because with the U, what happens is there's a panel that folds over into the middle, and it just turns the whole section into a bed, and then the cushions that made the back walls turn into like the mattress, and it just the whole, pretty much half of the van becomes a bed then, which I'm really liking the sound of, the idea of. But so yeah, not actually done anything, not been out on any adventures really. It's been like a wholesome family weekend. It's been really, really nice. I do want to give a shout out to my mate Paul, who has recently, he's always been as long as I've known him, he's been a YouTuber, and he's had many channels over the years, and he sort of does a little bit of a project and then gets rid of it. But he's got another channel now called Van Life with Paul, and it's really exciting. It is to me anyway, because what he's doing, and if you jump on his channel now and subscribe, you're going to catch him at the most exciting part. He's getting rid of his house. He's been renting a house down where he lives, obviously, and he's bought himself a much bigger van than mine, that he's going to live in. He's going to live in it full time, and I've been watching his journey, catching up with him. We've been swapping a few voice notes. We're going to meet up, we're going to do a bit of content together. He lives way down south. He's from the northeast. Some of you might know him. Some of you, my old subscribers, might know who he is. He's definitely from up north, though. He's not a southerner. Not that that matters. I don't know why I had to stipulate that. But point being is, if you jump onto his channel, you will see what it's like to live full time in a van. Now, he's going to hold down a job, and his whole niche is going to be the reality of living in a van. It's not going to be like opening the back doors on a beach next to a lake and adventuring, and it's going to be real time. He's got 2 daughters. They're going to live with him, you know, when they're not at the mums and stuff, and he's just going to check it out and see if he can do it full time. And the main goal is to just save money, because renting a house, especially down south, is extremely expensive. But I've been really enjoying his content, and he's a really good guy. He's a lot of fun. I have a lot of laughs with him. So yeah, definitely jump over his channel, especially if you're interested in the van stuff. If you're not interested in the van stuff, take a look anyway, because he's a dead sound guy. And like I say, I've known him for years. I forget the first time we met up. Probably about 2012, but we've been like subscribed to each other for years, and we sort of lost contact over the years, and we've synced back up. It's weird, because obviously just as I bought this, he re-emerged with his Van Life with Paul channel, and it just seemed like such a weird coincidence. But yeah, it's going to be a really exciting journey, and he just wants to see if he can do it. So definitely jump on that and have a look at it, and tell him I sent you. Give him a subscribe, and give him some encouragement, because he's going to be learning as he goes. In fact, if you look at his videos, he's only done about 5 or 6, and the first one is my first night ever in a camper van. He bought it, part exchanged his car for it, or swapped his car for it, and just stayed in the van. and he's learning the hard way from there, and he's just trying to downsize, get rid of everything. If you live near him and you need like a sofa or a TV or something, he might be willing to get it to you on Marketplace or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely a good channel, and I'd appreciate it, and he would, if you just go and check him out. So that'd be good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna whip that side panel off now. Bit of a waffly one today. I didn't really have anything to sort of properly talk about, but I'm still just enjoying it and absorbing it and getting used to it. And right now I'm outside my house, but I could be anywhere. I can hear people outside as well. It's going to be mad when this is completely different inside. You can see the potential, and it's so clean. It's so nice. It's in such good condition. I'm very, very, very happy with it, as you've probably picked up on so far. I'm talking quietly, so hopefully this mic is picking me up, because there's people everywhere. And I suppose in reality, if you're going to be sleeping on the street and on a bit of stealth camping, this is the reality of it. You're just going to be laying low, keeping quiet. If you cook anything, staying very quiet, and then moving on. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye then.
And then you've got your Stu Grace with that flipping booming noise. Holy crap.